Friday night sold out here at Scotiabank Arena, and the Lakers open up with possession of the basketball. Prior to that, the trip actually started in Phoenix, where they lost to the Suns. Here's LeBron, and he knocks it down, coming off of.
I think you can make a legitimate case. We should have had 83. We had 2 outlet passes, one that was at Dalton's ankles, another one that went over LeBron's head. That's 4 points, and then Dalton's charge. There were 2 guys wide open. We talked about that at halftime. It's like as good as we can play offensively. You watched the Charlotte game the other night. They got down big on the road, and they kept playing. They turned that into a 138-133 game. I think in the NBA, when you get a big lead, your focus can wane on the defensive end, and I thought that's what happened tonight. But you also have to give them a lot of credit. They play really hard. They just keep playing, and I think for our team, all of that movement and driving and movement and driving, like it was tough for us to guard the other day with Cleveland. It was tough for us to guard tonight. We'll certainly try to get better and clean some things up. We also have to start the third quarter better. That was probably the biggest thing. I think you can try to put your opponent away there in the first 5 or 6 minutes of the third quarter when you have a big lead like that, and we allowed them to have life.
For AD specifically, 38 more points. Every night it's been like that. You talked about this a lot going into the season, but did you anticipate this level of efficient scoring and the totals being up?
I did. Yeah, I did. And it's funny tonight. We ran a few things for him, but it wasn't like we featured him. I think it's a testament to how we envision our offense. The ball is going to find the best players. We can certainly put guys in certain positions within our alignments and within our system to exploit their skills, but the ball is going to find AD if we play the way we want to play. And then we always look for opportunities to just feature him with a set call.
Pre-game, we heard a conversation with D'Lo and Max about D'Lo trying to create a backdoor layup for him right away when he first got in the league. Sure enough, that play happens. Max, a guy who's struggling, gets an easy bucket, ends up having a pretty good night. I'm just curious, what has D'Lo been like behind the scenes? He's not the most vocal leader of all time, but like things like that. Have you noticed stuff like that from him as he's tried to find his way in this offense?
I would say he's been one of the more vocal leaders on our team, and that goes back all the way to before training camp. On the days that he was in the gym, it's one of the challenges that I gave him. The first day he came to the gym, and he was using his voice, and he was energetic, and we talked about it afterwards. And I said that's got to be your standard. That's got to be who you are every day, regardless of if shots are going in or not, or if you get subbed out at the end of a game. And look, he played really well tonight. He's going to have a lot of good games where he plays well. His spirit has not diminished at all with any sort of whatever you want to call it. Shooting struggles to start the season. He's been fantastic. And I think for all our guys, it's a great example. I wasn't aware of that, but it's something that we've talked about with a number of our older players. It's like, you gotta be a leader with these young guys and help pick them up. Give them some confidence. And it's great to hear D'Lo did that.
140 now remaining. Ochai. Davis got a piece of it. Batted out. Grady hustling. Connect with it. James connect.
Fine. Nobody's calling me about player transactions. Dinner reservations, maybe.
Davis up top, and stay tuned for. Here's Dick. High off the window.
Crowd. I know a lot of people are here to see the Hall of Famer LeBron, but they're here to see you too. Come out and make a statement.
Jayabaji as well. Grady turns, fires. How about that?
And playing, from the inside, and then the other guys are all surrounding and shooting the lights out.
That's point. Here's Davis with a left.
And they had a Jameer Nelson.
Yeah.
And obviously a former Raptor, Hito Turkoglu.
Davis. And the slam dunk. RJ Barrett up top. Mitchell. Pirtle. On the inside, lays it up. Abaji. Pirtle. Attacking. Too strong. Davis. And Davis. In a perfect world, they'd love to get another big, and then somebody that could knock down a three. Who wouldn't? Pirtle, yeah, exactly. Of 12 for 13 years, and then Golden State went to 6 finals. Cleveland went to 4 consecutive.
But KG got from Pirtle. Look at that block.
Shed with it.
I think just like RJ Barrett, Pirtle's better playing fast.
RJ from Mississauga City, and it's an 8-point game. He's been double digits here. RJ gliding to the bucket. And Hayes, RJ and Jakob combined for 23. Jacoby Walter. Blocked down, the cut by Boucher. Difficult angle, and that ability to
Keeping
dish.
it alive on a baseline. Gets his teammate an open shot.
James. Reeves. Baseline pull-up, and it doesn't go. RJ Barrett with it. Barrett into the front court, leaves it for Mitchell. The three. Into the paint. Fading. Shot short. Another opportunity. James is going to take the three, and it's good. Opportunity, and it's a triple. They get a switch. Barrett goes to work on Reeves. Backing, double. Finds Mitchell, the three. Mitchell's. Anthony Davis back on the court for the Lakers. RJ Barrett on the attack. RJ.
And that means he trusts you and he believes in you.
The offense for the Lakers early in the season. James stumbling. Russell. Oh, look at that. Grady. Oh, Barrett. Hurdle. RJ. The ability to finish. He saw that in Charlotte the other night. Barrett with multiple buckets. Davis. The and one. That double-double performance. RJ bucket with Rob. Backing in on Grady. Double comes. Russell the corner three. The attention.
You bring two to the other. Swing. Clean look.
Corner three. Abaji no. Second chance opportunity. Grady the threat.
2 points.
125-116. Barrett. Here's Grady. Was that opening quarter 43-19. Lakers led. Here's Grady. Laying it up and through. And Grady Dick. 2.3 to go. And that's going to do it.
Inside the Laker locker room, we speak with Mike.
Starting in the first half, after 2 losses, how do you think you responded to the things that you guys talked about post-Cleveland in terms of intentional execution and organization? What did you see in the first half on that?
We played extremely well. The ball was moving. We were getting good looks, creating opportunities for one another. Our defense was phenomenal. Everything that we talked about, from our 2 losses, we went out to execute in the first half, and we played like that. It'll be a tough team to beat. Second half we had slippage, but the first half was a great response for how we want to play.
How did you guys use the time between Cleveland and the Cleveland stuff?
Film and practice. We had film and practice.
How much of that was kind of JJ going through the stuff, and how much was that the leaders of the team kind of taking accountability, ownership, and kind of recognizing what was missing?
Yeah, it was both. We just need to get back on the floor, get back to us, going over our stuff. We haven't had a chance to practice, so travel schedule and stuff like that. So it was good to get back on the floor yesterday, watch the film, and get back to what we do best. Kind of reviewing things and focusing on us yesterday, and then focusing on Toronto earlier today in the morning and pregame. But I think it was JJ and guys individually just taking accountability on ways that we can be better.
Change the rotation a little bit, so Austin and LeBron start second and fourth, and you and D'Lo play more together first and third quarters. What do you feel about that chart? What do you think of those looks, especially alongside you a little bit more?
It was good. It was really good. We were able to generate some shots. Obviously, like I said, we had something in the second half, but the first half, the change to the rotations looked good, from my perspective.
Coach Reddick said in pregame that you guys were going to stay in Toronto for an extra day to take in Vince Carter's jersey retirement. What did Carter mean to you coming up?
Obviously, just his ability to high flying, to be completely honest, I didn't watch, much events growing up, but just playing against him, my time in the league, obviously he's, one of the greats, to play, especially here in Toronto, and then was able to turn his career, being a shooter toward, the later parts of his career, but, what he was able to do on the floor, especially, all his highlights, the jumping ability, definitely was an attraction for, especially guys, like me who are shot blockers, and see him coming down the lane, you kind of make a great business decision and get out the way or get dunked on because, he wasn't really missing, so, just seeing that up close for the time he was able to out the later in his career. But you know, the dunk contest and everything like that, you kind of, you know, you kind of wanted to watch that because of, you know, Vince was in it. So you know, he means a lot to our game. You know, it'd be, you know, it's definitely an honor, I know, for him to, you know, have a jersey and go up.